In this tutorial we will show you how to discover the function not from the object but from the library. If we go to the deduction method, we can see the two options, the object and the library. If we click on the library, we can see the many libraries, pandas, matplotlib, seaborn, plotly, sklearn, and the many others that you can see on this list. So going back to the Jupyter, we have a problem where we need to read the Excel file that we have here, Tesla stock. So the only way that we can reference it is through the string Tesla stock. We execute and here we have the name of the file. Remember that in the deduction method, first we try to look for the function within the object. So we would type the dot here because Tesla stock XLSX is an object, and here we can see the functions. For example, upper, we put the letters in uppercase, then we can put title, for example. But do you think that we have a function to read the Excel file in this list? No, right? Because we have functions to manipulate the text, the string. So how can we look for the function within the library? Here we can see a list of topics. Data tables, we go to the pandas library. Charts and plots, we go to the matplotlib, seaborn, or plotly. In this case, our problem is for data tables, so we need to import pandas, and then we need to look within the library for the functions with the dot and the tabulator key. So here we have the list of functions within the library, and if we apply the mental model, which is the keyword when we want to find the Excel, right? And here we see the function read Excel. Now we put the parentheses, we pass the file, we execute, and we have the Excel file. The same would have happened if I want this time to load the best tennis player stats CSV, which is the keyword in this file, the format CSV. So if I go within the library dots and I type CSV, here I have the function read CSV without the need of memorizing or even look in Google or ask ChatGPT. So I pass the file, best tennis player, I execute, and here I have the pandas data frame. Now there is a little trap that I prepare because this Excel file is of the Tesla stock, the stock market, but we don't have here the data for the stock market. If we look in the Excel, we can see that we have two tables, sheet 1 and the Tesla. This is the one that I want to load, but it doesn't appear in the Jupyter Lab. So how can I tell to Python that I want the second table? I need to think, how can I change the behavior of the function? So shift tab within the parentheses, and now I can see the following parameter, sheet name, that by default is 0. So if I go to put sheet name equals 0, I get the same result, but if I put the following number, 1, now I can see the data frame that I wanted from the Excel, which we can save into a variable to keep working with it, so df Tesla, for example. And now we move on to the following exercise where we want to create an area plot with the close price. So going back to the methodology, we need to go in another library. Follow me on the analogy. If you want, for example, tacos, you'd go to the Mexican restaurant. If you like some pasta, you'd go to the Italian restaurant. The same happens with programming. If you want to work with data tables, you go to the pandas library. And if you want to work with charts and plots, you go to the matplotlib, seaborn, or plotly libraries. So if we click inside here, we can see how to import most of the libraries. In this case, we will go with the plotly. So import plotly express as px. And now to look inside the library, px dot, and here we have the list of the functions within the library. Because we want an area plot, we can look for area, and here we have the function area. Now if we want to know what to put inside the parentheses, shift tab, and now we can see that we need to put the data frame, the variable on the x-axis, and the variable on the y-axis. So from this data frame that we save in ds Tesla, we can put it here, and now data frame equals to df Tesla, x equals to the date, and the y equals to the close price that we have here. We execute, and here we can see this nice area chart where we can observe that the Tesla stock increased hugely over the last few years. And this is the same process you apply anytime that you want to work with programming. In case that we would like to do a line, for example, .tab, line, here we have it, we look for the parameters, they are the same one, we execute, and now here we have the line plot. Make sure to save this link into your bookmarks, because you will save a lot of time if you apply this mental model every time that you work with programming. If you have any doubt, leave me a comment in the video and I will be happy to reply. Take care.